So guys, I promised the next video I released in the castle would be an army build video, so here you go. What is going on, guys? The last time you saw the army, it wasn't so great. There was things like weapons that certain people shouldn't have had. All the archers I had, the helmets on them, if you were really to pull back a bow, it would have hit the side of the helmet. So I changed everything. I pretty much dumped out all the minifigs I had created, dismembered them all, and kind of went back and made more. I think when I left off, I had somewhere around like maybe 100 that were completely done. Right now I have like 145. I have a bunch that I haven't really figured out what to do with them yet. I created all these in kind of platoons and squads, and I wanted to continue that with the rest of them. And in doing so, I have to get more weapons and get more kind of armor, helmets and stuff like that to make them uniform. Now everything I have used in these is still all Lego pieces right now. All the archers have crazy arms, which they work perfect. I highly recommend you check them out. And there's like maybe 5 to 10 weapons in here that consist of non-Lego pieces, but I gave those to higher up guys. That way they kind of stand out a little more than from a normal soldier. I wanted to start by assembling squads. Squads usually consist of 4 to 10 soldiers, and I either gave them or will be giving them a squad leader. And these squads will eventually make up a platoon. The platoon is normally 3 to 4 squads, and the first platoon is going to be nothing but light infantry. You know, the normal sword and shield guys. These will be kind of who I put out in front of the battlefield, and also including that will be like the flag holders and stuff like that. So this is what I ended up with. These guys are the normal sword and shield guys. There's nothing really crazy about these guys. They're very, very basic. They all have on the normal helmets, the normal shields, the normal swords. I did give them a flag bearer and a leader. This guy right here doesn't really belong with them. It's just what kind of stuck on the plate. My goal is to keep all these by plate, and what I'm going to do is assign them a color stud. Now what I plan to do with that is, let's say I assign all the light infantry a purple stud. Now that purple stud is going to allow me to go in the mock and kind of place it down where I want them to be. How I plan to do that is each stud is going to sit where the left foot should be. Now that's going to help greatly when it comes to kind of displaying this, because I don't want all these figs kind of in the mock when I move it. So I'm actually going to be taking all of them out when I do move it. Now there is some that will kind of stay in the interior stuff that's closed in rooms, but everything that's out and kind of visually that you see will be taken out, replaced with that stud, and it's just kind of like a perfect little pop on pop off thing that will allow me to really make this look absolutely perfect. It's going to help out great. It's not going to be like the city. When I set up the city, it was just, where do I put everything? All these guys are going to have an assigned spot. Now, like I said, a squad does consist of anywhere between 4 to 10 people. This right here is kind of like a double squad. What I plan to do is add another flag bearer and another leader. That might be who this guy ends up being, but I'm going to put them in different positions of the battlefield. I don't want them kind of together. They're going to be spread out. Now, with this squad, one of the things I wanted to do is continue building into the platoon. The platoon consists of like 3 to 4 squads, and I wanted that whole platoon to be the light infantry, but I didn't want them to all have swords. So what I did was added these guys. These guys have no swords and have more of that barbaric look. These are going to be the guys that kind of run out and take care of business. Now in a battlefield, these are probably the people who are going to end up dying first, but they are the take care of business people. With these guys, I did create their weapons. I used the axe blade and a 4-length reddish brown bar. I think it gives it a really good little axe look, and it gives the option to either hold it by one hand or hold it by 2 hands. With the 4-length bar, one of the things I did was go back and add 3-length to some of them. I didn't want it to all look completely uniform. Back in the day, none of the weapons kind of looked the same like that. They were all going to be different, especially if it was made out of wood. I wanted these guys to be different. So not all of them have shields, not all of them have helmets. They all kind of look more of like the little like ragtag group of the bunch. I did create these all by using the new Falcon. These are the red and gray and black ones versus the blue. These will also just kind of be scattered out in the front of the battlefield. Now all of these will kind of be everywhere. These all won't just be in that one little location. Some of these will kind of be scattered towards the castle too. You kind of have to have guys everywhere, especially in a huge battle scene like I'm going to do. And quantity is really going to help me fill that out. So as you can see, I've created the first platoon. So let's go ahead and show you how I created that second one and work our way towards our first company. So the next squad I created was made up of these Pikes. Now with the Pikes, there's actually 3 different types. There's the old school Black Falcon look, the new school Black Falcon look, and the armor and different helmet guys. Now these really don't matter. They'll also be kind of scattered out into the battlefield. I will be creating another leader. I did run out of the Pikes. Technically this guy probably could go over here. Now they have leaders. Now that that's done, I will still need to add a flagman to it, but I'm not sure where everything's going to go. Normally a flagman and a squad leader are kind of out front while they're in formation, and there will not really be any formations of any kind on this battlefield. It's all going to be actually after all that's passed and like the war is actually going down. Now as we add these squads into the platoon, you kind of see how everything is getting mixed together. We are, we're really looking like we are ready for the battlefield. Now to help fill out this platoon, I got the dual welded axe guys and the halberds. The halberd is one of the most iconic Lego pieces when it comes to castle, and I believe every army should have them. This is kind of that one piece that I'm going to continue to buy to throw everywhere, and to kind of separate them, one of the things I did was just made them look different. None of them have helmets on, they all have big boy weapons, and I did outfit half of them with armor. Now these first 135 soldiers will go to be making the first company. The first company is the first leg of my battalion, and a battalion is all I'm going to do for this castle. A battalion normally consists of about 500 soldiers, and that's where I'm going to call it quits. I would love 5,000 of these guys, but with the castle I'm doing it is kind of where it makes sense to stop. I plan this whole build to be 77 base plates, which 11 of them are water, and technically I have nearly 800 figs, which is pretty much coming to almost 13 figs of base plate, and I know that doesn't seem like a lot, but there's also things like buildings and everything else and trees and just kind of nature that's going to be taking up so much room on these base plates that it's going to be quite a bit to look at. Now the next army build video I do will be consisting of my archers and everything like that. The archers I have put a lot more detail in, and I'll also be showing some of the more special forces guys that I've created. But until then, I really hope you enjoy this. I hope you are following this castle build. If not, please do hit that like button if you haven't yet. If you haven't hit that subscribe button, go ahead and hit that bell notification. It'll let you know when I'm putting up all these videos. Next week it will not be another army video, it'll be another castle video. I'm going to continue. One of the reasons why I haven't this week done anything with it is because I've actually ran out of brick. I've put in plenty of orders that are coming my way to help fulfill that little back wall, back section with the towers, and then I can continue that second floor to build up. I also have a lot of things that are coming to add some major details and a lot of places inside the castle, so be looking forward to that. Please check it out. And as always guys, thank you for watching. Thanks for hanging out. Peace.